All right, y'all, we are back at you with a December garden tour.
Yep, it's actually kind of chilly today.
It is, yeah. It's we're in the middle of December here in Central Florida. We're in zone 10A. And we've gotten some questions about that when I say that. Most of Central Florida is 9B, but we're in zone 10A because we're on a barrier island here on the east coast of Florida. But like I said, it's middle of December. We try and grow as much edible stuff as we can, and also as much tropical stuff. I like to collect. We collect tea plants and crotons and gingers and other stuff too. But we love our edible stuff too. And we like to do everything organically too. We don't use any, you know, fertilizers or pesticides or anything other than some fish emulsion, and that's about it really. And then we mulch a bunch of stuff.
And we keep up with cutting our grass. I think that makes a big
difference. We don't
too.
I don't put anything on the lawn. I just mow. And I mean, if you look closely, you might see a weed or two, but I keep them all mowed the same height, and it looks green, and that's good enough.
And there's no thorns.
Yeah.
We can walk barefoot, which is nice.
All right, so let's start. I guess maybe, do we have anything new going on in this little bed here?
I don't think so.
You guys can see.
Cleaned up the little nursery
area.
We'll
show some of the potting area back there. We got some of these parrot heliconia here, and various tea plants, and monstera.
Yeah, Ixora.
And we got some Ixora there with some bromeliads popped into the front here. And like Annalisa was just saying, this is kind of our potting area. I cleaned it up some. I've been up potting a lot of stuff. These coconuts need to be up potted in here. We have some of these rubber trees here that we just potted cuttings of. In fact, we just, if you guys check out our other videos, we do a series of videos called the Plant Pirates, where we go around our community looking for free plants on landscape debris pickup day. And so this is the most recent stuff we got here that still needs to be put in pots or in the ground. Just got that the other day. But
look at the Scheffeleras. They're looking good.
I did those about 2 weeks ago. These are cuttings. It's one you can do from cuttings. These Song of India. It's another one you can do from cuttings. So we have kind of a lot of stuff in here that needs to be planted. We have mangroves in here. Those need to go down by the water, I guess.
You up potted some of the.
Yeah, and then I up potted. I'll show you over here, guys. I love my arecas. You guys can see I have a hedge of arecas here. My neighbor planted a hedge over here that's fully grown. And we're thinking about buying another property probably in the next year or two. So I've spent so much money on arecas in my life that I decided to pot up some arecas for our next property. So you can see I have probably 100 pots going here. And we had to put the little pots inside of the big pots because we had bunnies or something coming along and eating my little areca shoots. So,
and you up potted some coconuts?
Yeah, I up potted these coconuts, and I moved them over here with the just to get them out of our nursery area. They get a little more light over here too. So it's actually kind of adding to the privacy wall a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. We're gonna do
look
that
at this.
soon.
This little plant flowered right here. We've been waiting on this one for a long time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, look at that. That's
that
cool.
one, when we planted it, it looked like totally dead.
Yeah,
wow.
it did. That's one we just found on the side of the road.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, it is. I don't know what that one is. I'll have to look it up and maybe put it in the link below.
I think it's some kind of a lily.
Looks like it.
The way that its growth is, maybe?
Looks like it. We don't have much going on over here. We have, this little planting.
Doing good.
Yeah, I think that's a Candarin banana. It's a big, giant variety.
I made labels. I need to put them out.
Here's a jackfruit. We actually just planted this. It's been in a pot forever. We just planted it the other day, or probably 2 weeks ago. It's already.
Yeah, this is all new growth here. The top three leaves.
It was in that pot for so long with just these 3 leaves on it. As soon as we put it in the ground, it took off. So,
yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, I'm excited. Apparently, jackfruit grow pretty fast from seed.
Yeah.
And we got this from our neighbor who bought some fruit and gave us the seeds.
Yeah.
So.
All right, I think we have this is a lychee right here. It looks bad, but it'll put on new leaves in just a little bit here.
It's a sweetheart lychee, I think. Yeah.
But I know it looks bad right now, but it's gonna put on a new flush of leaves soon. We have this passion vine. I actually pruned it today. Pruned off all the dead stuff.
It's doing okay.
Yeah, it's doing all right.
It's one of those things that Ours didn't look great until a couple
Yeah,
years
well-
down the road. So hopefully.
We have a massive one in the backyard. Well, it's kind of in decline for the winter right now, but we'll show everybody. Let's see, we don't have much going on in this area right here. We actually just cleared this like last year or earlier this year, and it's in full shade too. So bromeliads do well. You guys can see we planted some ginger.
Yeah, it's like a spiral.
Yeah,
ginger.
it's not doing great. I don't know. We need to work on that
Yeah.
bed. Let's see, we got this bed here.
Sour sop's looking much happier.
Yeah,
here
here's
than
our
the other
sour
place.
sop. We had it it didn't have enough sun, I don't think. So
Yeah,
we
it's
just-
really branched out the
It
bottom.
has, yeah.
I'm excited about that
Excited
one.
about that. We do need to weed this bed a little bit.
Yeah,
I
and
just
probably
noticed that.
remulch it.
Remulch it, yeah. We got this
This-
red spineless pineapple here.
So one thing about this grass,
Yeah,
Get it.
I know.
you gotta stay on top of it.
I think this is a 1,000 fingers banana
Yes.
right there.
I'm excited for that one. It's
Yeah.
pretty small still though.
And you guys can see right along the van here, we just popped in a bunch of Dracaenas and
Shell ginger.
ginger, yeah, and some giant bromeliads and
Pagoda
stuff.
flower popped in, and I love this bromeliad here.
Yeah. Oh
an
yeah, that one
interesting
is
one.
cool. And this one puts off lots of little pops
Yeah.
too.
So different, such
Yeah.
a different color. So,
Alright, so this
is
bed-
all the coconuts we just did.
Yeah, so Annalisa and the kids went and collected a whole bunch of coconuts and lined. You guys can see all the way down here. And they relined this, or they filled in the gaps, I think. And then they also lined this bed over here. We'll probably change this bed right here the way it is, but
Uh-huh.
we lined them right there for now.
And hopefully they'll sprout and we can eat some of them. And
Yeah. All right, here's our Jamaican cherry. We were just
It's-
talking about this.
yeah, it's done for the season.
Yeah.
So a couple more months and then it'll probably start again.
So this gives us constant fruit throughout the year,
Yeah.
except for like January to December, maybe to like,
March?
yeah.
Early March?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it'll get these red fruits just all up under here, like all year long, every day, except for those 3 months, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So, got a couple more varieties of bananas here. This one's cool. It's got a black stalk. This is one of the only seeded varieties of bananas.
Thai black.
Yeah, Thai black, yeah.
And this is our Saba.
Yeah, and this one will get huge. This one apparently will get to be almost as big around as a manhole cover. I don't know. We have some big bananas.
Yeah, the praying
But-
hands and the Orinoco.
Yeah, we have a
are our
big praying
biggest.
hands, yeah.
And the Orinicos.
Yeah.
They're probably about the same.
All right.
Oh, look, we have flowers coming on the Ixoras. We were
Oh,
just
yeah.
talking about how,
These are kind
We've been kinda
of sorry looking
disappointed.
Ixoras there.
yeah, they're looking a little sooty.
Oh, let's see. We got this bed right here. We got some posts that we pulled off the beach during the last hurricane that we're going to use for dragon fruit trellises.
Yes, that's exciting.
Yeah, we
Because
got-
we've been talking about doing that for
Yeah, I know.
years.
Yeah, stoked. So we got some mulch. I gotta put that out. I just popped in a new croton. A new croton. I love crotons.
That
They're
ginger,
so cool.
the ginger's picking up speed.
Yeah, this
Seems
one.
to be
Yeah.
growing better.
So that ginger, that's like the one we showed you over there. This one will get to be 7 feet
6
tall.
feet, yeah.
Tall, about as tall as me, a little
Yeah.
taller. So we made, I think they added some coconuts here. We lined this coconut path here. We just got, a bunch of bromeliads.
And you just redid the path with some more of this lily rope or monkey grass.
Yeah,
Whoever-
yeah, this stuff grows like crazy. So every once in a while when it starts kind of invading on the other plants, I'll just pull some out and then I use it as a path, softener basically.
Yeah.
It's nice.
And it is really soft to walk on.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It stays green for a few weeks too.
Now you guys can see here, we did this bed and like we kind of have this walkway going and then it just dead ends right here. Like seriously dead ends. Like we got a
Yeah.
we got a
kinda gave up
boat
on
that
this
needs
one.
work, a sailboat that needs work, and then a
Tree
whole
that
bunch of
needs
nothing
pruning.
over here. Oh, I guess we do have this. We have our ice cream bean.
Yeah.
We just added that one right there.
Oh, you
So
just trimmed it.
yeah, I did trim
Because
it.
it needed
Yeah,
it.
I did
Looks
trim it.
good.
So really, we need to continue. I've been planting. I just added some plants here to kind of continue the, the path and stuff. But it does kind of dead end here. We kind of need to continue it on through here. take out that ugly stump. And this is where the soursop was, right here. Now it'll be part of the pathway.
Man, this cocoa plum couldn't be happier.
Yeah.
Look how happy it is.
I think there's
This
two of them.
isn't edible,
Yeah.
but it's okay.
Yeah.
None of us are super crazy
It's not my
about the
favorite.
flavor, but I'm sure there's something we
Yeah.
could do
the
with
natal plums. We had some natal plums over there.
it. Those are really good.
Yeah, there's no fruit or flowers on them right now, but I'll show you the plant. Natal plums are one of my favorite. Now, natal plums have like kind of a latex
Yes.
in them. Some
it's a
people
little
might be
sticky.
allergic to them. And then also you can see,
When you eat it.
yes, and you can see the plants too have these killer thorns on them. But they put off these bright red berries, like about that big. That's the size of a golf ball.
Yeah, and
Oh,
they
man,
give
they're
you
so
fruit.
good.
Like on the established ones around here, I see fruit on those at least half the year.
I'd say more than half
Yeah.
the year.
They are an invasive species. apparently.
No, I'm not buying that.
Yeah.
Sorry. All right, we have our, behind the coconuts here, you guys can see we planted a line of giant crinum lilies to kind of complete our neighbor's privacy hedge. They have this wonderful Areca privacy hedge here that's probably 20 years old, but there's big gaps in it. And these giant crinum lilies will grow, to be probably 5, almost 6 feet tall, and they'll kind of fill in the whole.
And these purple crinum lilies, they were so small, they weren't purple until just now.
Yeah.
Look, they all are turning purple now.
Yeah. So I'm stoked about that.
Yeah, they're
Just gotta
getting
keep.
big.
They are getting big.
These we got all of these from a neighbor.
I mean, we did this.
They were like tiny little,
Yeah, we did.
tiny little plants.
We planted them all probably 2 years ago now, and they're finally, next year they'll grow to be full size.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll take
This
off.
will look totally different
Yeah.
with these big things. So it already looks a lot better.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
There's that screw pine,
Yeah.
variegated screw pine that we.
Pandan, I think it is.
Yeah, and we didn't have any roots on that at all.
Yeah.
And we
Look,
planted
it's
it,
got
what,
new-
a few weeks ago.
Yeah, we found that on the side of the
It does have new
road.
growth in there.
Yeah.
That's actually a pretty good spot for it.
Like all these plants, it probably wants a little more light than what we're giving it.
I
but
know,
it's
but-
more sun. But we got kind of just a jumble of stuff here flanking this walkway.
Bromeliads,
yeah.
gingers,
Yep.
little flowers.
A couple more varieties of bananas. I think this Rajapuri actually has bananas on it. Yep.
Is this a tall Namwa?
That's a, yeah, that's a Namwa. Yeah.
This is a Rajapuri.
Yeah, this one has bananas on it.
I'm excited for this one.
I am too.
I think that's going to
Yeah.
be a good one.
Let's see, we got our mandarin orange tree right here. It's coming right along. We've never gotten fruit on it, but it's almost 7 feet tall and looks pretty healthy, so I'll take it.
Our Orinoco's took a hit from the hurricanes, but they're coming back pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I wasn't too worried about those.
Yeah, that variety grows like weed, like a
Yeah.
weed. We got our
Suriname
black Suriname cherry. I'm stoked about this, and it looks real happy in this spot too.
I think these plants like the brick because it radiates
Oh, I
heat.
just can't. I like the red Suriname cherries. Some people hate them. I think they're all
Shouldn't
right,
have made
but
that pie.
yeah,
It was
they're not as good
very
as the black ones. Then we just got another little planting of this and that bromeliads, tea plants.
We got some elderberry growing here.
Yeah,
Some Lacatan
a couple
bananas.
more bananas.
So is that a crinum lily in the corner?
Yeah, no, that's a green Hawaiian green
Oh.
tea plant right there. And then we got a Japata cava over here. It looks terrible, guys, because I accidentally weed whacked it almost down to nothing. But you can see it's putting off new growth now. So,
I think it's gonna take off here compared to
Yeah.
in that pot.
all right, let's go this way. We'll go through the through our front garden, and then into the backyard. Oh, did I just step on dog poop? All right. I've been popping stuff in along this walkway here. I got a couple special tea plants here. This is a real special
This
one.
one looks really good too.
Yeah, this
I was
one
just
looks great right
Admiring
here.
this one the other day,
Yeah.
and these pentas, they're like popping up
I
through
think
the.
I had a chili pepper tea
Dracaenas.
plant. Yeah. I popped that in a while ago.
You got a chili pepper right there.
Yeah. There's another Hawaiian green tea plant I just put in.
I like this bromeliad too. It's a
Yeah.
pretty color.
All right, cool. Yeah, this is my. Here's another This is the Harlequin, I think.
That's a pretty one.
Yeah, tea plant, and then this is one of my
There's the
favorites,
chili
chili
pepper.
pepper. You guys can see, you'll start to see when we get to some of our other tea plants, we're in the season where they've all flowered and they're all leaning over, and it's time to probably prune them and start.
Yeah,
you know.
but when they bend like that, where they bend, it like opens up openings in the stalk for
Yeah.
more leaves to come through.
Yeah,
So we're
look.
kind of waiting for that to happen.
Oh, that's not a good example. We'll show it on another one.
Yeah, there's
but-
one over there.
All right, let's see.
The
We got
beauty
some.
berries got tons of
Oh,
berries.
yeah, it does. We got ton. We collect banana varieties too. So we have 20 or 30 varieties of bananas. We'll quickly run through them as we go here. But if I'll put a link somewhere to a video. I'm sure we've made a video recently where we did a banana garden tour. But
all the ones we
this
have.
I think this is an Orinoco right here.
Dwarf Orinoco.
Yeah, this is the Dwarf Cavendish. So this is the one that you'd get at Home Depot or Lowe's. They sell them everywhere.
It's a great variety.
We have our what kind of guava tree is
This
this?
is the
right
red ruby guava.
here? Okay. And I've had to stake it several times. It got knocked down by 2 hurricanes this season. So
And we actually got a couple blooms on it, but I don't think they got pollinated.
Yeah.
So.
oh yeah. So our star fruit. This is a Siri Kembergan or
Cambergan.
yeah, yeah. But this one is just loaded with fruit. Look at this big one down here. I can't wait to harvest these. They're so good. And this little tree, look, it's like not even as tall as she is, and it has so many fruit on it. They're like amazing how much fruit they can hold.
We'll probably lose more. We're losing them some.
I
but
think
it
it's
seems
going to hold
to
most of
be
these big
slowing
ones that are
down.
left. So,
We're gonna get so many pineapples this year. All of those.
Yeah, we
and
are.
those.
so you guys
Oh,
can see our
My cassava, my new cassava.
yes,
That was cool.
variegated cassava tapioca.
Yeah, it has a red.
Oh yeah, the
It's a
red
lot-
stems.
It's a
yeah.
lot prettier than the green that we had.
Yeah. Our fence, our Confederate jasmine here, our fence got blown over in Hurricane, was it Ivan?
Ian.
Ian. And we still haven't fixed it yet. We're
Because
debating.
we can't come up with
Yeah.
so,
we keep
can't
debating
decide.
over what to do about it, and that's led to just indecision. So,
So there it is.
yeah. So I'll stop pointing the camera at that little corner of the garden there. We'll just look over here.
Here's a new Meyer lemon we planted.
Yeah, this is an improved Meyer lemon.
It's got some small little fruits, but I don't. Oh, look, those definitely are.
Oh, yeah, they are. I didn't even see those. And so this is an ever-bearing tree. Will give us fruit year-round.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I love having lemon.
All right, hold on. You can't skip over your garden tower.
Oh.
After 2 or 3 years of
Nothing.
yeah, her garden tower is finally.
I decided to just put stuff that grows easy instead of like northern vegetables that I keep failing and trying.
All right, so what
with.
you got?
So up here with the pretty flowers is the Florida spinach, and then everywhere
This
else.
one right here.
Yes.
Okay.
Is the Everglades tomato, but I have a few
Yeah.
other things in here.
And we got yelled at, guys. Actually, me and Teddy came out here and ate all the red tomatoes.
I know, because the tomatoes are pretty.
Yeah, we ate them like 20 minutes ago, and Annalise was like, "Why'd you eat all the tomatoes if we're gonna do a garden tour?" And I didn't have an answer for that.
So I've
just
got some
wanted to
like
eat 'em.
Chinese vegetable down here, purple passion fruit, some more little baby tomatoes. What is this? Red lady papaya.
Yeah, papaya.
And then I have a couple other
Yeah, so it's looking good.
nifty little things.
And then you guys can
It's
see.
kind of hard to get the whole way around because we can't reach it
Yeah.
unless we turn it. And turning it's not the best either. This is blue butterfly pea, so it gets those blue flowers, and you can eat the peas. So, and that's a pretty easy one to grow here.
Awesome.
that's
and then,
about it.
And then all around the base of it, she's got
Cuban
oregano going. Now we had a variegated Cuban oregano that looked just like this, but was variegated, and it just was not as hardy as this stuff is. I mean, we just did not have very good luck with that variegated one.
No, we didn't.
This stuff grows like a weed. It grows like an air plant even. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, you can just, seriously, you can just take this cutting
I
right
threw it
here.
in a bucket
Yeah,
that had
yeah,
nothing
yeah.
in it.
Yeah. You can take this and just stick it in a cup with nothing, and it'll just grow like this.
You could
it's
probably grow it in water too.
really a crazy plant.
Oh, but
so.
you threw it on some topsoil there, so
Oh, it'll grow right there.
that should help it along.
All right, what
All
else
right.
we got? We got
Um,
here's a big one of our big varieties right here. Look at
Yeah,
this.
praying
It's
hands.
hard to see how big this trunk is, but this is one of our praying hands.
And look, and we
Bananas.
cut these all back to 2 leaves for the storms.
Yeah.
And they're already branching back
Yeah.
out, which I'm happy to see because we've never cut them back that drastically before, but
Yeah.
it certainly helped with the wind.
All right, we got a Mona Lisa here. This is a blue Java, I think. It's got bananas on it. Right there.
Or an ice cream.
Ice cream, yep.
The pitcher plant
Oh, the pitcher
got
plant.
all the
Yeah.
little pitchers.
Yeah, it does.
We've been adding more Spanish moss to it. And
Yeah,
this,
we started growing our own Spanish moss. There's Spanish moss grows on our island, but not. We're on such a skinny part of the island; it doesn't really grow around our property. So we went and found some on the side of the road and threw it up in our oak trees, and now we have it. So
Yeah.
and she can use it for bedding and
all kinds of stuff,
Yeah.
and for orchids and stuff. But it's still alive in there. We almost killed that plant because we went out of town and we put it down to get watered with
Yeah.
our well water, and it almost died. So really this needs just rainwater.
you know.
Probably because it holds the water in the cups.
So we got, you guys can see our pathway here is lined with this purple and green plant.
Oyster plant.
Yeah, and it is a great plant. It spreads like wildfire, but you can see it. It's like a killer, plant to use to line a pathway or to fill, a space that just needs a splash of color. You can plant this and have just one of them just sitting out in the open like a croton, or you can have a whole bunch of them. I mean, I just love this stuff.
And you can pull it out so easy. Like you don't want it too close to the pineapple.
Yeah, you just
You
yank
can,
it
like,
out.
pop
and,
it
and then
out
it's
and
so easy to replant
Stick
too.
it on the side. Yeah.
The only issue we found with it is if we grew too much of it, the rats made homes in it, and they'll eat these
eat the
seeds and
seeds.
stuff.
Yeah.
And then they come and eat everything else in the garden too.
Yeah.
So
And we had actually a mom with like 8 little babies
Yeah.
that she was carrying around that was living in there.
all
So
right, so we keep moving on here. I think we got here's another
These are
star
the-
fruit right here. This is one that was in full shade, and we just moved it into this spot, and
look, it's like branching out a ton.
it put off its first fruit in 3 years.
Look at all the
So,
growth coming out from
Yeah.
right there. And then these are the Mysore bananas
Yep,
here.
here's some Mysores.
Here's a regular cassava, plain green leaf.
Cassava or tapioca.
And this Hawaiian ginger. It's
yeah.
it's about to overwinter, but still looks
Yeah,
pretty.
this ginger dies back to the ground even where we are in 10A until the spring. Our other gingers don't, but that one does.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Oh, shampoo ginger does.
okay,
Regular
yep,
shampoo.
you're right.
I think all
Yep.
shampoo gingers do.
Oh man,
Oh,
croton.
let's see if we can find the monarch caterpillars.
I just
They're
love
all
these
over the
crotons.
place.
They're so cool. They're so colorful. Yes, monarch caterpillars. There's tons of them.
Yeah, this is like the time, I guess, because all the bees have kind of. All right, they were like all over this a second ago. Now they're gone, of course. They were like there's like
Yep, they
4 or
ate
5
all
of
that.
them.
There's one right there.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
one.
there's another one. Hold on, I'll get in there. You guys can see one's crawling away.
They're literally eating.
So there's
all
one
around
right
me.
there. And then there's one on this milkweed plant right there. And there's more on the other side of the garden. They really are everywhere right now. Here's what I'm talking about with the tea plants, guys. See, these are
Oh,
starting
yeah.
to lean over and reach. And you can see where it started to lean, it shot up this new sprout right there.
And look,
so,
you can see these starting
right
right,
there.
here. So now that this has happened, we'll cut it
yep.
so that we still get upright root growth from the existing, and then pop.
And then the
other ones
cuttings
in.
you can just stick right in the ground too.
Yeah, to make it
So,
bushier, put
yeah.
it somewhere else, or whatever you want to do.
All right, we got a white guava right here.
Yes, Peruvian white guava.
Yep, it's getting huge.
Yeah, it's doing
We're gonna
really
get tons
well.
of fruit on that
Yeah.
this year.
This
tons
is
of fruit.
the Grand Nain bananas.
Yep. We got our little lemongrass next to it. We just pruned it. Coming
Yeah, this
back
was
nicely.
like giant.
It was. Yeah.
Not long ago.
Yeah, it was.
So, and here's the other black Suriname cherry that we planted.
Yep.
So it's looking happy. I would say the one by the brick fence is happier, but I don't know.
Yeah,
this
that one
one's
looks pretty
starting.
happy.
This one looks real juicy.
It does.
I'm excited.
All right, right behind her is a pink guava. There's actually a fruit on this. It's not going to reach maturity. You guys can see it right up there.
Oh.
It's been on there for 3 months now. We got our last set of fruit. I harvested the last set of fruit off this in October, I think. And then that little one, it flowered. We got some freak flower on it, and
But we got 2 seasons. We got 2 flushes of
we
it
did, yeah.
this year.
Right,
so-
but I'm saying this little fruit it's been that size for 3 months. It's
Yeah.
not going to do anything. So.
So
But-
how many fruits have we gotten off this tree?
Oh, I don't know. You mean
Like-
actual fruits?
Yeah, like 50.
Oh, I don't know. At least,
total?
yeah.
And then we've had it in the ground for 2 years.
Yeah, oh yeah, yes.
So-
this tree,
so this is a really good one.
You can see the tree's as tall as the garage almost, and we bought this in a small pot at
It's $20,
I mean,
I think,
we
at
might have
Home
gotten it at Home Depot or
Lowe's, I
Walmart
think.
or something. I mean, it was just a little tree. Same with
Yeah.
this guava right here. This one's only been in the ground for 1 year, and that's a great, fast-growing, fast-fruiting plant.
Yeah.
Just great.
I was
So,
even hesitant on the ruby one that we bought down there. I
'Cause
think
it
we
was so
ended up,
big.
We ended up paying $80 for that one because it was so big.
And we
I was
coulda
like,
just bought
man,
it.
we could have, but they didn't have any other, and I
Yeah.
wanted that variety. So
yeah, I know. We
sometimes-
could have just brought a little one. Here's
Yeah.
another croton I just got.
I like that one.
Yeah, it's so cool. I love crotons. I
And
just love them.
we took out some stuff here and redid it with some
Yeah.
bromeliads because it was
Just
we
did a
had
collection
blanket
of
flower
bromeliads
and
here.
we had some wildflowers here that were nice, but they were kind of getting in the
Yeah, this is a
walkway
lot
and stuff.
cleaner looking.
So,
So, all right, let's keep going. We're kind of entering now our leafy green garden area. So you want to run down
yeah.
all the leafy greens?
Yeah, so well, first of all, this banana here is a blue Java, a true blue Java. This
Blue
was sold
Java,
to us as a blue Java. The other ones that we have were from a neighbor. But this right here is the Lago spinach, and
These will all turn to seed. And, they're actually-
then it just falls on the ground. These flowers last forever.
Yep.
They you can bring them inside. They last weeks in water.
Yep.
Um,
What'd you just pass right behind you there?
so this is the sisu spinach. This one's really good.
It is.
It doesn't get very tall.
Yeah, this is full size right there.
Would- I mean, more stuff can eat it, but we haven't had a whole lot of issues. Sometimes something will come in here and eat it, but it's usually an insect of some kind, not
It's
a
a great
bunny or.
ground cover too. Nothing's gonna grow through that.
Ooh, so good too.
All right, what else?
All right, we've got this everbearing mulberry, which is kind of in the middle of our pathway, but
Yeah, we're gonna have to move
we have fruit all over it.
it. We gotta move it.
That's coming. And then
This is my favorite right here.
the longevity.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Raymond's favorite
Yeah,
too.
our little one runs over here and eats it all the time. It's so good.
Yeah.
I was eating it earlier today.
Something's eating this one. We got some more tomato cages.
Yeah, so we found
this
getting
looks
this.
so much better.
We found getting this up off the ground drastically reduces.
Pests.
You know, yeah,
Eating it also it reduces it like seems like it gives it more airflow, and it also gets it to climb a little taller
yeah.
too.
It's been a huge improvement since we started
and
using the cages.
look, it's keeping something like a bunny's coming here and eating the outside here,
Uh-huh.
but it's not able to reach its head, or it's just not
It's-
trying
or
to
it's
reach
scared,
its head.
yeah.
In there, thinks it's a trap or something.
All right, we got some katuk that we just pruned.
We just chopped all this
Yeah,
back.
we did.
It was a huge mess falling on the
Yeah,
house.
It was all the way up to almost up to there, and like she just said, like all over the house. So
But we have it growing all here too. The stuff's getting bigger. I got more longevity.
So we
in
get
another-
flowers. We get flowers and berries off our katuk several times a year here,
Yes.
and you can eat the flowers, the berries, and the leaves.
And the leaves. These leaves, now that I cut it back, taste a lot better.
Well, the newer ones will be way more tender.
Man, they really do taste like peanut butter. The new
All right,
ones.
and then right here is the moringa. We just cut that too. That's a bitter plant right there.
It is, but it's not bad.
Oh man, these newer leaves.
They're really good,
Yeah, they are
aren't
really
they?
good. I just ate a whole bunch of them.
Look, I almost ate a spider.
It's all right.
It's probably good for us.
Oh man, these little new shoots. I just sit out here and eat these all day. All right. Cool. Let's keep moving.
Got my moringa.
Let's go. Let's go this way.
Oh, what kind of banana is this called? You remember Candarin?
I thought the Candarin was up there.
Not Candarin. Cocoa.
Kokopo.
Cocoa.
Kokopo. Yep. Kokopo.
Oh, here's, you want to show the elderberry?
Sure.
This was the one that was in our front garden. And we dug
And
it
we
up
just
and moved
dug
it
it up
over
and
here.
stuck it right here.
Because it was kind of, we wanted to put the guava in there.
It looked dead, dead, dead for 2 weeks, and then just shot off a ton of new growth. And
Looks flowering.
yep,
Sweet.
we got our
Giant timber.
our bamboo here. We
Bamboo,
got to
okay.
move it.
We're going to move it
You
somewhere.
guys, behind all my boats here is our irrigation system, like the whole like master unit and everything. And I'm pretty sure that the main line runs right through here, so I got to move that before it destroys the irrigation. All right. So here's some more of my areca hedge here, and then this is kind of when we go and find free plants on the side of the road, a lot of times they just get popped in here. This is kind of like our little nursery area, and then we'll move them around. So we have some more parrot heliconia. This is one of my all-time favorite tea plants.
It's looking killer,
Yeah,
too.
the pink diamond, it is looking killer. Does it not just look as happy as can be here? Now, of course, these arecas are going to get to be 25 feet tall, so that's going to change the whole dynamic of this area. You
Yeah,
know,
most
it's
of the
gonna
stuff will be okay, but the tea plants.
the tea
might
plant's
get
gonna,
moved.
yeah, they're gonna,
Bananas.
they're gonna need more sun. But
Look at that elephant ear.
yeah,
It's
it looks
happy.
great. Another
Yeah.
one we got on the side of the road. We got all this on the side of the road. This is this is some other kind of tea plant.
And it looks
I
like
thought it was a red sister at first, but it's not.
It's like a combo
Yeah,
between them.
it's the only one that I have like that.
Yeah, that's crazy. I saw you put one of those
Yep,
green tea
another
plants
green
over there.
Hawaiian green tea plant right there.
Oh my gosh, this is like seriously. I mean, it's dead now, obviously. The longest living
Basil.
that I've ever had, because they usually peter out after a couple months, and that one just grew all on its own.
All right, so we got a couple varieties of. Oh, we just got this new Dracaena at the store. I had to have it.
We've never seen that
Yeah,
kind
I
before.
just had to have it. Oh,
Yeah.
look, I meant to show you this. This is our only
Plumeria,
plumeria that has leaves on it right
yeah,
now.
this is the fuchsia one.
All the rest of them, I guess it's the heat from our house or something has kept
Or
the
like
leaves
maybe
on it.
something from the pool
Yeah.
equipment.
All right,
Here's
here's
our dwarf Brazilian.
Yep.
This one's looking good.
some more bananas
We
there.
gotta wait ways to go on those though.
Yeah, we do. A couple more varieties of tea plants here.
This is a corn.
Well, it's a tea plant
Plant.
and a corn plant
Oh,
mixed
this is a
together.
pretty one.
Yeah,
Should move that
that
corn.
is a pretty tea
Yeah.
plant right there.
Prettier than the corn plant.
We got a couple more varieties of tea plants. I'm trying to cover up our pool equipment here the best I can. And then we got more bromeliads down here. More crotons. Crotons are wild how they can the color splotches on them. You can have a croton like this, and then it'll turn all like that on you. They're crazy. There's the world's largest corn plant right here. World's tallest corn plant. Goes all the way up into the cabbage palm.
Our papaya's doing okay.
It's got red lady papaya. Has some flowers on it.
We need to get some more basil growing back here.
Our button ginger here is it's not putting off any more of the little edible things. Little
Yeah.
edible flowers. I think they're done for the
They're
year.
cold.
Yeah. We're just popping in more bromeliads.
This
tea
has grown a
plants.
lot. This
Song of India.
Song of India.
Yeah, it has.
It was just a stick when we put it in the ground.
Do we have anything over here? We have a couple cassavas on the side here. This is another area where I just pop plants in, but I've actually grabbed a lot of them, moved them other places. So, all right. Oh, one thing we gotta walk down here. This mulberry tree, you can see next to the kids' play set, looks terrible, but
Well, it's just losing its leaves.
but it's loaded with ripe mulberries right now in the middle of December.
tons of
I know, in the middle of December.
There's like 15.
I know,
cluster,
I know,
15
I
of them
know.
Right there. Oh, and they're so good.
I know. They are so good. Ooh, that
Oh,
one was
man.
real good. Look at this one.
Oh, there's another one.
Look, it's a sweet and sour.
Man, there are tons of
I
them.
know, tons and tons of them. There's more fruit than there is leaves on this tree right now.
That's awesome.
It is.
I love mulberries.
This is a gnarly tree. You guys can see it's been hit by some windstorms in the past and just twisted to pieces.
Seems to like the
I think the scarring helps the fruiting some. I don't know.
It puts it in a state of stress.
We got our two big mango trees here. They're not going to really do anything for us for a couple months. And then everything beyond this 3-board fence, I haven't even been able to mow down there since the last 2 hurricanes. It's pretty squishy. You can't really see, but there's some puddles in the grass still. So we
Coconuts are growing though.
Yeah, the coconuts love it, but we probably would be doing ourselves a favor by bringing in some dirt down there.
Yeah.
Because it's just kind of a marshy mess. The water actually, the last hurricane, Hurricane Nicole, you guys can see, you know, we have a seawall there by the river. The water came, during the last hurricane, the water came all the way up to almost to the trampoline right there. It was crazy. We got lucky.
Mm-hmm. We did. There's the gumbo limbos and staghorn fern.
Yeah, here's our staghorn fern. That is just a killer plant, isn't it?
Yes.
I gotta move these boats. I pulled all the boats up from down by the river for the hurricane. I never moved them back. So I got boats here, I got boats over there, boats in the front yard. All right, I think we are coming around. This is the last, these are the last beds on our tour here. I think we got
a low quat here.
Yeah, we got a low quad in here.
Looking pretty good.
It is looking good. I forget about this sometimes because it's tucked up in here. It is looking
And
good.
we should probably move even more stuff from around it.
We should. I agree.
And then
These are
that's
the
our crazy
Lacatan.
Lacatan bananas.
Yeah, I know.
This one's split in half from a storm and then
Shot out
popped up
35.
like 1,000 of them.
I know.
Like,
We're like,
sorry.
oh, we lost one of our varieties, and then it shot up so many more. So
We should do that to all of them.
we got a couple more varieties of bananas here. I think this is the apple,
This is the dwarf namois.
dwarf namois.
This is the apple.
This is the apple. We have fruit on it, but it got damaged by the storm. There's no way those are going to make it to maturity. I
know.
need to just cut this plant down.
This variety is very tall and thin.
It is.
It's kind of like the Mysores.
Yeah.
I find that the dwarf ones, or just the stout ones.
This was the rhino horn right here. That one fell over in the hurricane, but you can see it shot up some nice healthy pups.
Yeah, I bet you these actually grow pretty quick since the other ones were just like transplanted from a pot.
There's another carambola or star fruit. We just planted that.
Oh, look at the new growth right
It's
there.
got new growth. It looks pathetic right now, but I think it'll like this area.
Yeah, it's happier than it was.
Oh, here's another chili tea plant.
Yeah.
I just love that one. Then we got our massive, passion vine that's up in these 3 cabbage palms here. And it's just taken over these cabbage palms.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
And I don't see any more fruit on it, but we got fruit on this for like 9 months this year, didn't we?
Yeah.
I mean,
Since from April till now.
Yeah.
And it's done. Now,
yeah, I don't see any more.
But
I'm,
it just finished.
I'm looking on the ground. I don't see any more in
And the
here.
last one wasn't as big of a harvest as in
Yeah.
the beginning, you know?
Yeah. We got another guava right here. I think this is a pink guava. It's got some sooty mold on it. We need to get this vine off of it and cut some of this off. Probably
Yeah.
get all these, what are these? Buttercups that are growing around it. We need to kind of clean that up a little bit.
Because I think that they are susceptible to that when they're young like that, and also
Yeah.
when they are not getting enough airflow.
Yeah. Here's the giant crinum lilies we showed you earlier. Here's one that's full size.
That we planted too close.
Yeah, we
to
planted
the
too close to the
walkway.
house. Uh-oh, our little chihuahua's not happy. And I think that's it. We got a couple more pineapples in here, and we got some more, let's see, what we got back here? Okinawan spinach back in here.
We need to move some of that up into our green garden.
Yeah, this one is
We
delicious too.
originally had it up there, but something ate it.
Yeah,
That's the best one.
this is another one that does great in cages.
Yes.
I recommend the
we just got
cages.
another one going. Doing good.
All right, what we got over here?
Well, we've got, what's this, what kind of?
Auntie Lou. I just
Auntie
put
Lou?
this in. These were just cuttings I found. I just stuck them in the
plant
ground,
pirates.
yeah, so they don't look great.
So this is a sweetheart banana. Which one?
Here's my lobster claw right
This
here.
is the dwarf Ihelene,
Yep.
which is leaning a little bit. Once you have a banana leaning, it's gonna give you problems. You want them to be straight up and down.
As you can see, we just pop pineapples in. Every time we buy a pineapple, we cut the top off and pop it in somewhere. We're starting to get lots of pineapples planted everywhere. I mean, just all over the place. So.
It takes so long to grow. Might as well just get them going when you can.
All right, and then this.
Look at the coconuts and flowers.
This is coconuts. This is the first time this coconut palm has flowered for us and given us fruit. We have a lot of coconut palms down by the river that give us coconuts, but this one is the first year. Yeah.
Stoked.
Speaking of bees, I guess we got to go check out this African blue basil real quick before we're done. So we got a really nice one right here.
It's one of our older ones too.
Yeah. It doesn't look like it has a lot of activity on it right now. Well, it's got some.
Yeah, I see some stuff on it. Man, that is just gigantic. Oh, I'd say it's got
Yeah,
some good
the
activity.
bees just love this. We plant this by every one of our fruit trees, or we try to. Bees just love it. Love it.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, I hope you enjoyed the tour here. Like I said, we try and do everything organically. We love the edible food. I mean, edible plants. If you have any suggestions for edible plants that we didn't show you that maybe we should be growing, let us know, because we want them all. We want every one of them.
Yeah.
So.
And we have so much grass that we can change into beds.
We do. I know probably a lot of people are looking at this and thinking, oh, you have this huge backyard. Why don't you plant more stuff? Which we want to do. I mean, the kids like to play back here, but we'd like to plant more stuff. But really, it's, we do want to preserve our view a little bit. And also, like we talked about, we do have kind of a high water table back here. So quite often throughout the year, not only will we have puddles down there, but we'll even get puddles up here. And I think really,
we need dirt.
We need to bring in dirt. And I think a third thing too is we get some crazy wind off of the river back there. Mm-hmm. So we're limited, like we just said, a lot of these bananas, we lost them in the last storm because of the wind that comes off the river. So we're limited. I know carambolas don't like wind as much.
I think we could do dragon fruit. We could have a bunch of dragon fruit
if we have more dirt.
Pineapples.
Yeah, I think the dragon,
we have more dirt. Or maybe put them in pots.
Maybe. Our backyard is just so wet. I know. I mean, I know the mangoes like it, and
if we put posts in here, those posts for it, like the ground is so soggy, it might not hold the posts.
So, anyways, we've thought about. We have some ideas for what we might do with the backyard eventually, but for now, it's just a big grass hole. So. All right, y'all. If you have any questions or comments about any of the plants we showed you here today, just post down below. Till next time, everybody out there, take care.
Bye.